Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So for today's episode, I was thinking that I will bring you guys with me in the search for an Arc Priest or a Tier 4 Ymir Priest. Though if it's going to be a Seneschal, I feel like I'll have to look for two since I do plan on keeping the altar eventually. It'll make sense in the end. Uh, but yeah, aside from that, this episode is going to be a two-part episode. So the first part again is about the Ymir Arc Priest, and the other episode is going to feature the new event that we have, the Headhunter event. I feel like it's called. But anyways, enough of that. If you do end up enjoying this episode, please do leave this a like and all that good stuff to help this video get pushed by the algorithm of YouTube, and subscribe if you haven't. So anyways, let's get on with the episode. As always, we will need a bunch of healing for this one, for our thralls. That way, they don't die. I'll just go ahead and bring the rest as well. We will be using, again, the Cimmerian Berserker and Leonil. We don't need the buffs. We have healing, we have food. And aside from that, I have also the things we need for a small, what do you call this? The small Wheel of Pain and a box to hold the hall in. We also have Seth's Truncheon for our thralls, and we also have Bindings of the Dead, so that we can bring our new friends into the Wheel of Pain. Aside from that, do I need anything else? Oh yeah, I suspect it's gonna take me a while since it is RNG based. So I will have, I will be killing NPCs along the way, and that would actually help me to, towards building the avatar on top of there. So that's why I have this Hoarfrost hatchet. So I feel like that is all good to go. Let's give you your food and healing. It's taking me a while. I know I've said I'll always level them to level 20 off cam, and I barely have time to log on, especially now that we're experiencing rains everywhere and flooding. So it's quite hard to fit this right into schedule. So where are we going for this one? Let me just go ahead and stop over here. Bring up the map. So we will be going to New Asgarth, and if we don't get our thralls there, then we will be going to the Ward Tower. So those are the two that we can, go back and forth to get the thralls. There is one location here. I think it's this one over here. But the sad thing about that is it is only one guy that spawns, and most often than not, you're not gonna get a Arc Priest or the Tier 4. I'm not sure if there's one that spawns in Stargazer's Crest. But aside from that, I have no idea where else in the mounts they would spawn. But this one for sure guaranteed. There's a bunch of spots there that they spawn in. There's also one spot here that they spawn in. So again, those are the two locations that I will be utilizing for this episode. Okay, so we are here now in front of New Asgarth, so we will be going inside there. And before we head into there, let me actually build a... I think this location is good. Let me build that one. I forgot what that's called. What is that called? Lesser Wheel of Pain. Damn it, I keep forgetting. And we will need a storage with us. So I think I need more twine. Let's go ahead and gather a bunch of plant fibers for that one. So these ones should count as plant fibers. They're also hops. Okay, good to know. Okay, let's leave that there. And we should put down our... where's our horse? Let me get these. You still have no healing. Oh, you do eat hops. Alright, cool. Alright, eat that. Eat this. Eat that. Not sure if you eat that though. Just hold on to them. Put this down. And I'll just, gather the fuel source later on. But for now, let's go ahead and change your weapons. Don't want you to go killing everyone. Actually, you know what? For the first part, since it will be wolves, let me kill them. So let's go ahead and enter New Asgarth. And like I said, in between scenes or clips, I will be harvesting these for the ice shard. So let us also now give you guys would split, please. There we go. Give them that. I need the food to be there. I won't be using my two-handed axe for a while, or for now rather. Yeah, I think that's good. No healing. I need healing. Let's just go and put that there. Alright. So where we want to go now is in towards the middle. So in the Freya quest line, we headed there to the left. But today we will be heading towards the middle. Let's clear them one by one. Did somebody else aggro? No one. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go kill them. Let's go harvest. Whoops. Alright, let's go harvest them for the ice shards. One quick note, ice shards also melt in 1 hour, so I have to put them in a fridge or something. Or a freezer rather. Alright, we head down here. And when you see this, that is where we want to go. Okay, that's a carpenter. And that person is usually a priest. That guy aggroed. This one's a jailer. Right. Let's get the key. Get an ice shard. So that one is just a high priest. Not that we need, I think that's a tier 2. High priest got knocked out almost instantly. He got knocked out almost instantly as well. Man, I reckon we're just gonna go kill a bunch. Okay, so unfortunately we didn't get an arc priest or a tier 4 priest here, so I'll just go ahead and proceed to the next location. Oh, cat spawned in. So after here, where we want to head now is just towards there. Okay. So again, a whole lot of them here. So I'll just go ahead and loot them later on. Let me just go ahead and finish this. Okay, kill him. More people are getting aggroed. So this is what we were avoiding in the in that episode of the Freya quest line, just because of the amount of NPCs that you trigger or, you know, aggro on you. So these three are going to be priests. So that is a high priest again. That is just a regular priest. And who's that guy? Just a normal priest again. So we will just go ahead and annihilate all of them. And I'll meet you guys in the next location. Okay, we're in the ward towers now, and where we want to head to is towards there. I don't know if you guys can see that altar popping at the end. So that is one of the locations of the priest. But let's go on ahead and check if the one we're looking for is actually there. Let's just get this NPC out of the way. Oops. Okay, let's go harvest her for ice shard. Alright, knock him out, please. Nice.
Take it.
Okay. Again, eye shards. Now let's go check if our guy is there. You can also see the circle of swords there. Pretty cool. So that's a blacksmith. Well, that's a Nordheimer archer, but the guy in the middle, what are you? Another Ymir Priest. So let's just go ahead and kill them all. Ow. Alright, so essentially, I'm not sure if they spawn down there. I don't think so. But yeah, essentially, those are the two spots that we want to utilize. And I guess I'll just bring you guys back once we actually, find an Arc Priest or a Tier 4 Priest. So again, see you guys very, very soon. It's been just after 5 minutes and we did find a driver. And I guess I'll just have to bring that guy over there and let him pain in the background. It's not the guy we're looking for, but it is what it is. So I am still unlucky in finding the Arc Priest and the Tier 4, but I did find something interesting. So notice how they're just there, right? They just spawned in. So I'll go ahead now and unalive all three of them. Now once they're all taken care of, instead of, going through there and trying to find the Archpriest in the Tier 4, instead of or after that rather, instead of going towards the ward towers, what I would do then now is head over to that small camp. So it's just past our small recruiting area. And what I do is unalive both of these NPCs. And after I deal with them, New Azagarth is actually out of render range, wherein once you go back, the NPCs have already spawned back in. So that way, that saves me a long time traversing there, then towards back here again. So this is the shorter distance to just refresh New Azagarth, since in the ward towers there is only one location for the spawn point of the Tier 4 or the Archpriest. So yeah, there's that. So I guess I'll just have to be, rolling with this newer route. Shorter, faster. But then again, of course, it's always RNG. So hopefully we get lucky in this, this time around. And finally, after what? 30 minutes? We have found our first Tier 4. Or hopefully, I find a Tier 3 because I don't want to be spending that Tier 4, but, it is what it is. And RNG really is a pain in the butt, but we just have to deal with that. Alright, let's lure her. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's deal with the wolf. Never mind. That is a lot of there we go. So this one is the jailer, I feel like. That's why it's not getting knocked out. So where is that? Yeah, it's this one right. This Anastera, the Seeress. So let's just go ahead and check here. Because if we can get both Tier 3 and Tier 4 at one pool, then that would be the best turnaround for this video. Yeah, so for example, this one, we did get this one in the previous visit, so I'm not worried at all that they would disappear since, the cook is still there. But unfortunately, those three are priests or high priests. So let's just go ahead and get this initial. And again, I'll bring you guys back once we have another Anastera or another, or well, an Arc Priest. So see you guys very, very soon. So it hasn't been long. I just went back and we found another Anastera. So I think that concludes our search for an Arc Priest or a Tier 4. So that's pretty cool that we just found them back, back to back. So let's go ahead and give you that and give you this. Oop. Let's get rid of this first. Ow. Alright, then let's pull Anastera out. Out right here. Oh. That's a bloodbath right there. Alright, let's go get Anastera to our Wheel of Friendship, or Wheel of Pain. Let's ride a horse, just to make it faster. So for those wondering why I need two, or why I need another Arc Priest, if you summon the Altar God, it would also consume the priest within the, or working on the altar. So that is why I need two. One is going to be the reserve, and then the other one is going to be the technically sacrifice to the altar god. Okay, now that we made it back, let's go ahead and put Anastera near the altar. So let's just go ahead and place her like so. So that should take care of that. And now we need to summon the avatar, which costs right here 500 manifestation of zeal. So like I said, that is going to be a grind, and hopefully the new headhunter event will help with that. So let's go ahead and proceed with the next part of the video, and I'll meet you guys in a bit. I'll just go ahead and leave this out and clear my inventory. So currently I have 124 ice shards, so that leaves me with 376 left. So again, that is quite a grind. And yeah, hopefully this new event will help us, or help me rather, with the grind for that one. Alright, so the Headhunter event is now online, and let's go ahead and check one of those camps nearby. I know there's a camp right here in Kyle's Stronghold, so let's go down there and check it out for ourselves. Let's go ride a horse actually. Okay, as we make our way down there, there it is now. Now there's a ton of guides out there, so this won't be another guide. That's more of just a playthrough. Let's go and talk to this guy. No, not the trader, captain. Told you, no closer, you are not of our pack, but you do not smell like an enemy, nor a friend. Did you follow the drums, human? Do you come to join the hunt? What do you mean? The Khitan beset our people, they curse us as unnatural, they who reek of civilization, who stink of black magic, and who defile his teachings. We seek vengeance, human, retribution for the glory of Jebel Sab, justice for our pack. Why should I help you? We once were kin, perhaps there is something in you that remembers, a memory in your blood, an aching in your bones, perhaps that is why you came to us. Okay, fine, yes I will. Join us then, run with our pack for a time. Alright, cool. So, am I part of the clan now? So we need 200 blood of the wicked. So, I think that would mean search for sorcerers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, blood of the wicked. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and search for sorcerers. I know there's a sorcerer, like, right there. So I'll meet you guys once we're there. Now, there's a bunch of sorcerers here. There's two of them. These guys are just fighters. Where are my thralls? Here comes the horse. And there they are. That guy is another fighter. Let's knock out one and let's kill one. So I'll give you that one and I'll give you this one over here. And I'll just go ahead and ask them to knock everybody out. Alright, so we can go ahead and kill one. And he will drop a skull, which we can turn in. And for this one, we will just go ahead and drag him along. Now for the sorcerer that we knocked out, we can go ahead and deliver it here. You need an bounty hunter. Was it not sorcerer? I'm at a loss here. What? Alright, then let's go ahead and just kill you. We get a skull from that. And do we just put it here? We don't have a bounty hunter skull. What does that even mean? What? Alright, so I don't know what happened with that one or what's wrong with that one, but let's go ahead and talk to the Khitan Exiles captain now. Let's just go ahead and say I will help you. Continue. Goodbye. So can I now... So it is for that one. Alright, so these guys need the sorcerer. Alright, cool. Now I get it. But from what I understand, if you trade with a trader... No, not the trader. Which one was it? Was it this guy? Trade? All of these seem to be the same, if I'm not mistaken. Like, either or, whichever you choose. Except for these ones. The Mad Prophet and the Khitan Slaver, I feel like. So those are the only different ones. But the rest is going to be the same, so there's always a weapon. This one's pretty cool. Now, obviously, this will be a grind, and I won't show that grind to you guys because, you know, that would be too boring on your end. But I will tell you this right now. This is what I'll be saving up for. The Tiger's Truncheon, Dead Woman's Tresses, and possibly these legendary weapons as well. And of course, these armor. So, Khitan sorcerers. And like I said, I will also be gathering, I forgot. I forgot the thing that I was gathering. The frost crystal, something like that. Just so, you know, it would help me to summon the avatar in our altar. Alright, now my game plan. There isn't much sorcerers within the area. And if you really want to farm it out for sorcerers, I think the best one is Noob River, since there's a lot of camps nearby. And there's, you know, heck ton of sorcerers everywhere here. So that's going to be my game plan. Again, I'll just meet you guys once we proceed with the results of my, hey, where are those? Hello? They look scary. Please knock them out.
Taste death!
Die! You picked the wrong fight!
You picked the wrong fight!
Taste death! Gods take you! You picked the wrong fight!
I'm guessing these are the ones that you give to the dogs of the desert. Bounty leader skull, that will come in handy when I switch sides. Cool. I think that's part of the armor that's you can get. And that's knocked out, and this guy's knocked out as well. Let's just go ahead and unalive them both. Cool. Again, I'll meet you guys once we have enough skulls to get a little something from the trader of Khitan. Okay, so we are now back at the Seppermaru, and this is my haul for, I guess that was about 30-45 minutes. And as you can see here, I've got 101 ice shards. Yeah, 45 minutes, expires in 15 minutes. Until, my Hoarfrost broke, so I need to repair that. And throughout my journey, I've only got 18 Sorcerer Skull, 1 Bounty Leader Skull, and 13 Bounty Hunter Skull. So what route did I take? Essentially, I started from the dregs. I went through here, just followed the north side of the Noob River, went to Carver's Crest, then up Galaman's Overlook, and then went down to Narrow Neck Span, followed Cannibal's Rest, Bonebreaker's Bend, then went to Spinebreaker's Flank. As you can see there, I also died there, but essentially I went towards Raider's Ridge, then Thugger's Stand, then went over here, went through here, Witness Camp, and made my way through Flesh Terror Falls, and back to Riverwatch Camp, and then Dregs. So essentially that was a very long route, and my 2 cents of it is that in Skulkers and there are 3 sorcerers that you can knock out, and there is a Khitan caravan just, I guess, somewhere here. And from there you can just go ahead and drag the sorcerers, and once you're done dragging the 3 sorcerers, that would net you 150 if I'm not mistaken, because 1 skull gives you 5 ancient obelisks. So if you were to put them in the or if you were to knock them out and drag them here, that would net you 50 per knocked out sorcerer. Now once you've cleaned that up, all you have to do now is go up here, just go ahead and, I don't know, level up, farm or whatever, because I don't think there's any sorcerers here in Riverwatch Camp, but that would be enough for, for the Skulkers and to refresh. So essentially that is my 2 cents of it. That is way faster than to just, roam around. Of course, that's more fun, that's more exciting, but this event is a grind, so you might as well deal with the grind if you're at it. So yeah, let me just go ahead and turn these in. Okay, now we have 110 ancient obelisks. So what can we purchase with that? Not even enough for the Tiger's Truncheon and Dead Woman's Tresses. Right, this is hard work. Aside from that, I think that is about it. I'll just go ahead and grind this off cam. And I really want to get this since this is a limited time event. One thing's for sure though, that did help me with gathering the ice shard, so that's 224. So right now I'm just 276 away from spawning in the avatar. But that's all the time I have for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.